What's the worst compliment you've ever got? My mom's friend told me this. Yours is the only huge nose that probably does not need plastic surgery. I still don't know how to feel about this. You'd be so pretty if your face wasn't covered in those disgusting horrible moles, said by someone who I had been friends with for years. I have like 6-7 small moles on my face, and before that had never really thought about them. TBH, moles and or beauty marks on faces are cute, like darker and sometimes bigger freckles. That person was just really an ass. A dude was opening up a topless bar in my small town. My grandma patted my thigh and said, "You'll be working there soon, won't you?" I was 15. She didn't have any mental issues, just a withered black heart. One of my seniors once told me that I reminded him of his younger self. The problem is he is like the worst guy in my office. That hurt me. Upon my now wife meeting my family for the first time, my mom doesn't have the best way of words. She said, "You guys look like brother and sister. We do a similar skin tone, eyes, and hair color." My stepdad shuffled her to the other room quickly. Michael Jordan said to me, "Thanks, at least you're good for something." He was a guest at our golf course on a very rainy day. If not for his scheduled visit, the course would have been shut down for the day. It was an absolute ghost town. His group started without him. When he arrived, they loaded his bag onto the car to meet up with his group. I was standing about 50 feet away minding my own business. He called me over and asked if he could have the towel I was holding. I replied, "Of course, Mr. Jordan." That's when I got the unwarranted compliment. I had this buddy who didn't have a lot of friends, and I'd always invite her out to hang with mine. She kept doing some pretty fucked up stuff and just made excuses when we talked about it, so I started distancing myself. Then she said she didn't want to lose my friendship because I was a social doorway. I love introducing my friends to each other, and it makes me so happy when they get on become buddies independently from me. But hearing that that was all I was to her kinda bummed me out. I can't decide between these two. I wish I could be as cold as you sometimes. You just seem like you don't care about anything. You're actually pretty for someone with your body type. Proud to say that both of these girls are no longer in my life. I said the first one to someone once. I really admired his ability to not care about what people thought of him. It made me think that he was very confident, and it seemed very logical to me since I found him extremely intelligent and pretty great. It was still a truly awful way of saying it. I apologize on behalf of the very stupid people who can't take a clue on how to say things correctly, although you were surely right to cut them off from your life. When I was a teenager, there was this girl who told me that my sister was beautiful and gorgeous. My quick reflex was to show a repulsed face, not because I don't agree with her statement, just that I was sick of people telling me that she was pretty. I told her, "No, she's not. You should see her without any makeup on." She paused and looked at me. "Now that I think about it, you do look like your sister." Took me years to understand. I'm a scrawny guy, and I wear glasses. I'm a solid 6 on a good day looks-wise. I'm also deceptively athletic, having played baseball my entire life all through high school. A work buddy in college invited me to a pickup touch football game, and when I get there, my buddy is there and some random guy I don't know. He tosses me the ball and runs a 20-30 yard post route, and I hit him in stride with a slightly wobbly but still beautiful spiral. The guy I don't know says his first words to me, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that out of you. Thanks to ho." Oh, this one is easy as it just happened last week. So I have this co-worker who no one likes working with because he never ever shuts up, but somehow manages to say nothing. Well, at some point during the day he comes up to my desk to tell me how great a job I'm doing, and to keep it up. Although, if I could just do this one thing I'll seem super smart to our patients. Now just for your information, I have been and will continue to tell people they need to do this. My freshman year of high school I had this history teacher that I loved and decidedly made my mentor for the next few years. I graduated super early, sophomore year, and was visiting him for the first time in about a year. When he saw me approaching his class, in the middle of the day, students around, he yelled out to me, "Oh my gosh, so and so, it's so nice to see you, you've gained so much weight." To be fair, I was still a bit underweight freshman year, and was finally in a correct BMI when he said that, but the weight gain was definitely by the fate of puberty and completely against my will. My mouth dropped open and I eventually had to laugh it off while he put his foot deeper in his mouth trying to explain that it was a compliment. A good friend and I, both female, got massages and went out for coffee after. We were sitting there, both in athleisure clothes, somewhat greasy hair, scalp massages were included, and very little makeup. A lady walking by our table stopped and said, "It is so refreshing to see two young women just enjoying their day, not all made up and worried about their looks. You both just keep on having a great day." It's maybe helpful to note that this happened in a pretty wealthy little town in California. I don't think she meant any harm by it at all. My friend and I had a good laugh because it's the nicest way anyone could have told us how awful we looked. I once took my younger sister out for dinner because she was upset over a breakup. Someone paid for our meal and told us we were the cutest couple and that more young people should be like you too. I'm still confused to this day on how someone could have thought we weren't related. All I did was pay for her food, and she looks exactly like me but with long hair.